Days of Our Lives Brandon Barish exits as Stefan DiMera. Interposers slip major Days of Our Lives departure. Chad and Abby's event goes wrong, Steve's scheme, and Xander blasts Fiona. Abigail's charade in Paris. Clyde's awful order for Mark. Eric grills Fiona. Greetings to all Days of Our Lives fans. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates. Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal that Stefan DiMera lately made the delicate decision to end his marriage to Gabby Hernandez DiMera, so he's trying to reuse that emotional farewell. Still, it looks like Stefan may be saying farewell to Salem next. Following reports of Brandon Barish's Days departure at an addict event, cleaner interposers are backing up the news that Stefan is done at Days of Our Lives. We're hearing that Barish has formally finished rephotographing, and that his on-screen exit will be passing soon. It makes sense when you consider Stefan's imminent divorce and the check he's getting with Gabby. Everything about Stefan's plot right now feels like a way to help him cut ties with Salem and eventually leave the oil. The details of Stefan's exit bow haven't been revealed, but Days buzzed hints that Vivian Alamain will be tangled up in what's to come. Vivian's returns are always a blast, so using her to get Stefan off screen could help soften the blow for his suckers. Brandon Barish has earned plenitude of support for his take on Stefan, but the show's budget tends to be tight. That's especially true since we know a boatload of Days of Our Lives comebacks are in the workshop, so it's accessible that cast cuts had to be made. That said, cleaner exits aren't always ever. It's possible Days might cook up a return story for Stefan DiMera after the characters had a chance to rest for a while. Anyhow, you can go that plenitude of observers will miss watching Barish's excellent depiction. Stefan has made his fair share of miscalculations and terrible choices, but he's a delightful character who's brought some great drama throughout Barish's time in the part. It's too early to make firm prognostications on Stefan DiMera's last air date just yet, but we'll bring you updates as it gets near. Days of Our Lives spoilers say some Stefan-related surprises should be brewing during his departure, so don't miss all the twists and turns ahead on the Peacock Sudzer. Days of Our Lives week of October 14 Chad and Abby's event goes wrong, Steve's scheme, and Xander blasts Fiona. Days of Our Lives spoilers for the week of October 14 to 18 reveal that Steve Johnson will carry out a scheme to prove Abigail DiMera is a fraud, and time will be of the substance since her marriage to Chad DiMera will be fleetly approaching. J.J. Deverov will return to Salem and officiate that marriage, but he may have some reservations about trusting his family deep down. Latterly, J.J. and Holly Jonas will do some commiserating about Abigail, but he might hear to her troubles regarding Brady Black and Eric Brady too. As for Chad and Abigail's espousal, it looks like they'll successfully exchange promises and complete the form. It's the marriage event that'll come with some twists and end on an unwelcome note. Will that be due to Steve's sweats to prove Abby isn't pretender? Could this be about Mark Green's orders to wipe Chad off the chart rather? Other Days spoilers say Eric will team up with Brady as they try to nail down the verity of the night of Sarah Karakias' accident. Once Eric spills his proposition about Fiona Cook, Brady could fluently witness some memory flashes and recall that Fiona was indeed behind the wheel. As for Xander, he'll launch a major battle with Fiona about her conduct regarding Sarah. It sounds like Xander will get updates from Eric or Brady and start hurling allegations at Fiona about mowing down his woman. Subsequently, Days spoilers say Sarah and Xander will work to move E.J. DiMera that he has to let Brady walk free. This will be about further than the serum, since Xander and Sarah should realize Brady is authentically innocent by also. Next, Days of Our Lives suckers can anticipate Eva Vitali to do a little cling with Sophia Choi at the bistro. It looks like Sophia will be dissatisfied over her stalled progress with Tate Black, but Ava will offer a Vim talk. Away, Days spoilers say Johnny DiMera will eventually gather his studies and get ready to blast Channel DiMera about the infidelity he believes he witnessed. Johnny walked in on Alex Kyriakis having a veritably real love scene with Stephanie Johnson at the sanitarium, but he assumed it was Chanel under her body and soulmate. Once Johnny confronts Chanel, you can know she'll deny that anything libelous happened. Johnny might charge Chanel of lying and make effects worse, so she may eventually decide she's had enough of his crazy covetousness. Chanel can prove she was getting treated by Kayla Johnson at the time, but she may argue that she shouldn't have to give substantiation. Since Johnny doesn't trust Chanel, she may sweat this could mean terrible news for their marriage. As for Stephanie and Alex, they'll ultimately realize it was a big blame to surrender to passion like that. Alex and Stephanie may worry they moved too fast and feel like it was a mistake to peril their fellowship. At some point, Stephanie and Alex may also find out about the misreading that led to drama in Johnny's relationship, so that could give them another reason to feel shamefaced. Days of Our Lives spoilers say the week of October 14 to 18 will bring some Salem marvels, so stick with us for further prognostications on all the mayhem that's brewing. Days of Our Lives spoilers Thursday, October 10, Abigail's charade in Paris. Clyde's awful order for Mark. Eric grills Fiona. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Thursday, October 10, reveal that DiMera will stand his ground with Sarah Kyriakis and Xander Cook. Although Sarah is trying to renounce her statement against Brady Black, is refusing to accept it and will hold establishment on that despite her new claims. Of course, Xander will inescapably lash out at but it won't do any good. It's clear that is determined to make Brady pay, so he'll want to stick to the 10-time plea deal he struck with him. That'll be a problem for Sarah and Xander since they need Brady to walk free. It's the only way Kristen DiMera will hand over Dr. Wilhelm Rolf's implicit palsy cure, so Xander and Sarah will pound over what to do next. Other days spoilers say Eric Brady will calf Fiona Cook and push for a concession. Since the server verified Fiona left with Brady that night, Eric will charge her of being responsible for Sarah's mega hit and run accident. Still, it looks like Fiona will deny it and point out Eric doesn't have any evidence. Eric will run into a roadblock when it comes to taking Fiona down for this, but he won't give up on scoring Brady's freedom. Over with Maggie Kyriakis, she'll have a catch. Obsession with Julie Williams. Days spoilers say Julie will unmask about Chad DiMera's Paris trip with Abigail DiMera and hope this brings back more recollections. Meanwhile, Days of Our Lives suckers can anticipate Abigail to carry out another facade to dupe Chad. In Paris, it seems Abigail will pretend recollections are indeed submerging back before asking Chad to marry her. Abigail will be doing her part to satisfy Clyde Weston, who will be busy giving Mark Green some new orders during a captivity visit. Days spoilers say Clyde will offer updates on some shocking news and leave Mark reeling. Since Clyde will want Mark to end Chad's life, they'll gamble Dr. Green for a circle. Despite Mark's demurs, Clyde may contend that it's the coming step after the marriage Abigail is supposed to lock in. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Clyde will want to make Abigail a widow who inherits a nice knob of the DiMera fortune, which could put her in a good position to steal the whole thing ultimately. Our Days of Our Lives prognostications point to Abigail and Mark stirring up further trouble than they bargained for, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.